Are you still wondering why you keep yelling at your toddler, even though you know exactly what you're supposed to do? I mean, you've read the books, you've seen the posts, you listen to the videos, you know you're supposed to stay calm, you know you're supposed to get on their level, you know you're supposed to use your gentle voice, and yet, when it happens and it comes down to the moment, all of this goes out the window and it's like it all disappears. And suddenly you're yelling, you're snapping, and you just want to run away because please make it stop. It's just too much. Stop it. And afterwards you're thinking, what is wrong with me? I know better than this, so why do I keep doing the same thing I promised myself I wouldn't? And if that's you, I want you to hear this right away. This is not about you needing more parenting strategies. This is about understanding what's happening in the moment when you get triggered. And that is exactly what this video is about. Hi, I'm Linda. I'm a mom of two boys. And as someone who's been there, who's yelled, who's snapped, and was so confused about what's happening, I now help other moms understand how to truly break the cycle so they can be the calm and present mom and actually support their kids in the moment. So let's start here because this is where most moms get stuck. There's a huge difference between what you know and what you can do in real time. And when I say this, I mean when you're calm, everything makes sense. You can think clearly, you have patience, and you know how you want to respond, and you can act accordingly. But when you get triggered, your body shifts into survival mode. It's the fight or flight response. And in that state, your brain is not focused on gentle parenting, intentional parenting, or any other method you're using. It's focused on getting control back. And it wants that control back as fast as possible. And that is exactly why the tools you know specifically, don't work in the moment. It's not because they're bad tools, but because your body can't access them. It's like your mind is cut off from the rest. We are on shutdown mode, we are in escalation, nothing else works. And this is the part that we really need to talk about. Because you can't use calm, intentional parenting tools when your nervous system is completely overwhelmed. And that is exactly the gap. And that is also exactly why it is so hard to figure this out on your own. Because it's not just about the right tools. They're certainly important, but it's not just about the tools. It's about understanding and knowing what's happening for you in those moments when you're overwhelmed, overstimulated, and about to snap. And that is why I've created a free Facebook group for moms who want to stop reacting and instead respond differently. And when you join, I'll share with you my 5-minute mom reset guide. It's not another tool to fix everything, but it's something to support you in those moments when you feel yourself about to snap. So you can start practicing what it actually feels like to interrupt that reaction. Because that is really where the work begins. And if this is something you're in right now, then come join us in the group. The link is in the description below. So it's not a lack of tools. We clearly stated that. Then what is actually causing the yelling? What is it that makes it small moments so big? What makes it seem so impossible to react differently? And this is where we have to go a little deeper. Because most of the time, it is really not about the moment. It's not that your toddler didn't listen. It's not that there is another mess or there was another meltdown. It's that that moment is landing on top of everything else you're already carrying. I like to think of it as an emotional bucket. So there's this bucket and it fills up throughout your whole life actually. It's things that happened during your childhood. It's how you raised yourself, how you perceived yourself during childhood. It is how other kids treated you when you were a teenager. It's how you've seen yourself. It's the emotions that never got processed. It's the things that stuck with you, the beliefs that you took away from throughout your life. It's like all of this influences our emotional bucket. And most of us, we never learn how to empty it. We actually don't even realize that it exists. So when something happens, something small happens, your toddler doesn't listen, they makes another mess, you just have to repeat yourself over and over and over and over and over, and it just does not stop. It's that small thing is just causing everything else to overflow. And that is why it is so big. It's not about that small moment. Not at all, actually. It's just that small moment literally was the tipping point. It was the trigger. That's all it was. It was the trigger to uncover a deeper thing. And so this is where the real shift happens. Because there's a missing step between reacting and responding. And that step I like to call reset. And reset is not just about take a deep breath, just calm down. Just calm down. It's not that big of a deal. Now, to be fair, yes, I have lots of tools that talk about taking deep breaths. And all of these tools have a place and are required because that's pretty much step one of reset, right? We need to have tools to regulate us because we are humans and things are happening and we feel emotions. So there is a level of regulation that constantly needs to go on. But reset is also about releasing everything that's in this bucket. And maybe not even everything. Maybe it's about emptying it out halfway. So we finally can let go of things that were told to us when we were teenagers, the things that happened to us when we were kids, the things that we internalized, not even knowing because we were so young that we didn't even realize we were running around like sponges, just soaking up what we experienced. It's about letting go of those things. And by the way, this is exactly what I help my clients with because this is one of the main processes that I walk them through so they can actually empty out their bucket. Because can you imagine what it would look like if you would not have to walk around in life like this? What if you could just be like, hey, buddy, you're angry. I'm getting frustrated here. Let's work this out. What if that would be the level you're able to look at it? Because it's not anymore that you're carrying this bucket that is ready to overflow. And when that finally starts to shift, then the tools we talked about, the tools you already know, finally work. That's when you start responding instead of reacting. Because finally there's room for it. You're not fighting yourself anymore. And I know, and you're not trying to do all the work at the same time, trying to calm down your toddler while trying to take care of your inner child. None of that anymore. Instead, you can start responding instead of reacting. So if you've been stuck in the cycle of, I know what to do, but I just can't do it in the moment, then I want you to take this away. You don't need more tools. You need to be able to use the tools that you already have. And to do so, you need to understand what's happening to yourself in the moments when you get triggered. You need to learn how to reset in those moments. But most importantly, you need to reset your system to begin with. Because if you start with a system that is already overwhelmed, overstimulated, you're carrying all the emotions, all the experience from the past, there's no room for those tools. There's no room for responding instead of reacting. And if this resonated with you, I invite you to join us in the free Facebook group so you can keep going with this, so you can understand, learn, and reset, so you can finally stop reacting and instead responding. And I will see you in the next video.